airports all across the country, and travelers are still facing unexpected problems. One of those travelers is Muhammad Ali Jr., the son of the legendary boxer who was detained at Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport. He joins me now along with his mother, Khalilah Camacho Ali, who was traveling with him, and his attorney, Chris Mancini. You said just call you Mama Ali.
Mama
Everyone
Ali
calls
is
you
good.
Mama. Thank you all for joining us. You know, of course, they're saying this is not part of the travel ban. You believe it is part of the travel ban. So explain to me, you just landed in Florida from Jamaica, where you spoke at a Black History event. Yes. You were there to retrieve your bags at baggage claim, and then what happened, Muhammad?
Well, what happened was, I got off the plane. Before we got our baggage, the immigration guy came over to me, and he was like, "Can I see you for a minute?" And I said, "Yeah, sure, no problem." So he asked me, what is your name, which I didn't think nothing of that. I told him Muhammad Ali, and he said, "Oh, so who gave you the, how'd you get that name?" And I was like, "My mother and father named me." And I was named after my father. So he said, "Okay, now, what is your religion?" And I said, "Muslim. I'm a Muslim." And I kind of thought to myself, that's kind of odd. You asked about my religion, and I'm traveling back into the country from where I came from.
Yeah. Did they take you away?
Yeah, they actually did questions, and then what happened was they took me in a room. And it was like they didn't believe me because they asked me the same questions all over again.
And they asked you what your religion was?
Yeah.
What did you think when because you were traveling together, they split you up?
They split us up, and I was going, "Where's he going?" We're traveling together. And they said, "You'll meet him on the other side." And I said, "Okay." And then they started asking me questions, and I said, but I was really, really upset and petrified that they would split us up like that. That wasn't normal.
You were questioned as well?
Oh, yes, sir.
What did they ask you?
I was detained as well in a different room.
What did they ask you?
They asked me where was I born, and what my religion was, and where did I get the name from.
And then when you showed a photo of yourself and then your ex-husband, which is Muhammad
Yeah,
Ali.
there was a group of people, like, recognized me, and they was getting autographs from me. So at that time, I figured maybe if I show them I'm really Muhammad Ali's ex-wife, they believe it and make it a less problem, because I never usually have a problem like that. And the guy, it was almost like he didn't believe me still.
Yeah.
You know.
So Chris, I'm going to you now. You're his attorney.
Yes.
So he was
coming
from Jamaica.
Yeah.
Right.
Montego Bay.
To Montego Bay. That's not one of the countries.
No, it's not a
This
source
is when
country.
the travel ban is on hold. So. Right. How can you claim it's part of the travel ban?
Well, I think clearly when they're asking two separate travelers, right?
Yeah.
Where do you get your name from?
And he's an American citizen. He was born in Philadelphia.
Yeah. Well, they both had valid passports. His had just been reissued. But you got to understand, these are not being questioned together. They're being questioned by separate officers. So if you've got two separate officers working the same flight and asking those same kind of questions, that's part of a pattern. That's part of a program. There's no question about it. That isn't random. That's deliberate. And now we're getting all these emails. I got 50 emails the other day from Muslim organizations and individuals. First they're asking, do I admit that I'm a Muslim, or should I deny it when I come into the country? That's outrageous.
How long were they held?
An hour and a half and 2 hours total.
You know, 2 hours. By the time I got him back.
An hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? I honestly feel something was really in place when we showed up. I think something was, I don't know whether the ban was here or there. I wasn't even thinking about a ban because, you know, I'm not a foreigner, so it really doesn't really matter. But something was in place.
You're not on any do not fly list or nothing like that. And it's not procedural or typical to be held that long? Because I've been asked questions.
When you get into secondary, they can keep you for hours. You're basically theirs to do what they want.
But how often does that happen?
No, it's usually with narcotics. You know, Miami's a huge transportation, but not for Muslims.
But again, born in Philadelphia, no criminal record.
No criminal record.
Born in Philadelphia.
Paperwork perfectly in order, additional information, his driver's license, social security card. His mother's asking, where is he? He's saying he's Muhammad Ali's son.
So, to ask about religion.
Yeah.
Are you supposed to do that?
No.
No.
We have the Establishment Clause, equal protection, the Religious Freedom Protection Act, all these things talk about that's not proper.
Have you received any kind of explanation as to why this happened from?
I've traveled
Well,
all over the world.
Go
All over
on.
the world. I've traveled all over the world, from Saudi Arabia to Jeddah. I mean, everywhere, and never been confronted like this before. I was unsafe in my own country.
The only thing they said was they were doing their job. So if you're doing their job, then you check everybody that gets off that plane and ask them questions, not just random people.
Yeah. Here's what an ICE official has said that that you, Mohammed, were detained so that they could identify you and your passport could be verified. They declined to provide any additional details, but said that you were not detained because you were a Muslim or you had an Arabic name. Do you believe that?
No, because they didn't ask me nothing about my passport. They asked me what religion was I. That's nothing to do with the passport.
He had just had his passport reissued. It's a brand new passport.
And it's right there, plain as day. My picture's on it, my name is on it, birth date, where I was born, everything is on there.
Yeah.
So what's there to clarify?
Again, this Muslim ban, or this ban, as they call it, is on hold now, not even part of the 7 countries. But do you believe there is a ban on Muslims?
Yeah.
There's something in
Yeah.
place?
I believe something's in place, whether they want to admit it or not.
I think what they're doing is they're profiling every Muslim that comes in, and they're putting the information into the computers. They want to run indices. They want to see who's connected to who, and that's what we're getting. A lot of questions aimed at what mosque do you pray at? Has anybody advocated any radical positions? What do you read, and do you read the Quran? What else do you read? These are the things that we're being told, and I think these two just walked into that unknowingly.
Are you planning legal action? What do you want?
Well, what I really want, I want the people to, at least the media, take Muslim and Islam off of the terrorist act, because terrorism has nothing to do with religion whatsoever. Our religion means peace. All religions means peace. No religion teaches you to hate and kill people. When you go beyond that, that's a criminal act.
Well, you guys, if you hear anything, let us know. Keep us updated on the
I will keep
story.
you
Yeah.
updated.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you
It's a
so
pleasure
much.
meeting you.
Great to meet you.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank
All right, no problem.
Thank you. We'll be right back.